when you're making these growth forecasts and you have this assumption model, you have this formula that you're basing your growth rate on, it's key to really be baking that on things that you have a very, very high confidence on. Otherwise, particularly at the moment, you're going to be putting yourself at high risk of missing that. But yeah, to answer your question, Stefan, I think the two ones are the growth rate. So we know that within, like 2% sort of deviation. And then the second one is, call it CAC payback, but I think for us, it's more around sort of like GTM efficiency. We're sort of an organization as well. We haven't been around forever, and particularly in some markets. And I know there's a big change in culture around this, where people were using assumptive LTVs before within their sort of growth formula, and without even knowing how long they were going to have these customers for. And that's, I think, a real thing that I see kind of changing at the moment. I've listened to quite a few podcasts on this recently, where you shouldn't be assumptive about LTV anymore, because you don't know what's kind of coming up, or what competitors are going to arrive, or where your churn's going to be in a few years' time. So you need to be looking at GTM efficiency more in terms of more like a sort of a short to medium payback period. So for us, we look at it in terms of payback period, or call it ROI, and trying to get to that ROI as quickly as possible. And for us, this means that we're probably more revenue oriented than we used to be, and really focusing on things that pay back in terms of that shorter ROI. But at the same time, you can't just go down that route, right? Because your company hopefully should exist after 2025. So you always need to have that degree still, and that's always the challenge that we have as marketers in what's that spend that you're putting into your budget. That's more upper funnel brand awareness, and making that sort of a blended with your sort of overall investment model overall.